Once upon a time, there lived a king and a queen who were so wealthy and so powerful that they had everything they ever wanted, except a child. And even though they tried and tried and tried and tried, and oh my God, they could hear him from the next kingdom over. They never conceived. But one day, as the queen was lying out beside a lake, a golden crab came forward out of the water and pinched her on the royal bum and said, "There! Now you'll have a child. Now could you keep it down in there?" Now this crab must have had some magic, for 2 days later the queen was pregnant with a son, whom they would call Prince Zeke. Now the king and queen were so excited for their child that when he was born they held a coronation. And just as was custom in this time, they were to invite all the fairies of the kingdom. Now the king and queen only had 12 golden plates, and there were 13 fairies. So instead of using all their wealth and power to, buy a new plate, they just didn't invite the oldest fairy. Now they chose her partially because last time there was a party, someone got to turn. The other 12 fairies came, and there was great food and wine and DDR. And just as the celebration was coming to a close, the fairies came forward and gave the prince gifts: bravery, strength, and intelligence, and soft skin. And just as the 11th fairy had finished giving his gift, through the door came the 13th. She was shaking with anger as she approached the king and queen and said to them, "Well, since you decided not to invite me to your party, I shall give Prince Zeke a gift of my own. When he is in his 18th year, he shall pierce his hand on a spindle, and from that wound he will die." Lady, you need to calm down. He would do anything to you. Before the king and queen could grow too distraught, the 12th fairy, who had not yet given her gift, was ushered forward, and she said to them, "Hi, I'm Linda. I can't completely undo what she did, but, because she's stronger and better than me, but I can change it a little bit. Maybe he'll just pierce his finger, prick it a little bit, it won't hurt too bad, and he'll fall asleep, he won't die for, maybe, how's 100 years sound?" "No, Linda, that's too much for people." How does 50 sound? Is 50, what? Oh, I can't do 50 because I said 100, and magical law says I have to do what I said, so it's going to be 100 years, but it'll be okay, because he'll wake up because his true love will come and wake him up with a kiss. Yeah, that sounds great, I'm going to leave. Not quite trusting the magic of the fairy, the king and queen decreed that all spindles are to be removed from the kingdom. And so, as the textile economy of the kingdom declined, Prince Zeke grew up, and he grew into all the gifts that the fairies wished upon him. He was brave, and strong, and intelligent, and he had really, really soft skin. Feel. Right? He was exploring the castle one day, and he came upon a closet. And he thought to himself, I've never been in one of those. And as he opened the door, he saw inside a woman spinning thread. Now, Zeke didn't know what she was doing because of the whole ouch, pick your finger, fall asleep thing. So he was very curious, and he asked her, "Ma'am, what is that you have there?" She said to them, "I'm spinning thread. Would you like to try? Sure. And as he took the spindle from the woman, he pierced his finger on it. And he began to feel woozy and dizzy and sleepy. He slowly fell to the floor, asleep. Now, as the 12th fairy, Linda, had laid the spell that put him to sleep, she was immediately alerted that it had taken effect. Hello? Oh, bad. Okay, I guess I thought it was over. I'll get there as soon as I can. Dang it. Prince Linda went... the fairy Linda went immediately to the castle, where she found the king and queen had laid the prince in his bed. She said to the king and queen, I think someone should be here when he wakes up so he doesn't think that everyone's dead. So maybe I can just put you two to sleep and everyone else in the castle will take care of y'all and it'll be great. Y'all will wake up in 100 years, it'll be good. And the king and queen agreed. And as she laid her spell, everything in the castle fell asleep. The king, the queen, the lords, the ladies, the cows, the dogs, even the fire in the fireplace stood still. Dang it! I guess I can just, make a hedge around the castle and that'll protect them. And as she laid that hedge, she left before she could do any more harm. Over the years, many princesses came trying to rescue the prince, and as they raised their swords to slice through the hedge, the vines wrapped around their arms, piercing their skin and pulling them to shreds. These fairies need to calm down. It's a little too much. Over the years, the princesses stopped coming, and the prince was forgotten. Many, many years later, a young prince, Prince Timo, was wandering through the forest, and he came upon a woman. And the woman said to him, Hi, I'm Linda. So there's a prince 120 years ago, and he fell asleep, and it's no one's fault that it was that long. It's no one's fault. If you go and wake him up, you'll be in love and it'll be great and you'll live happily ever after or something. But yeah, go this way through the hedge. And Prince Timo, being the charming, manly prince that he was, took up the lady's quest. And as he came towards the hedge and raised his sword, it opened. And he entered into a world of silence. He wandered through the castle, and as if drawn by magic, he found himself in front of a door. As he opened it, he saw inside the most beautiful man he had ever seen. Remembering the words of the woman in the woods, he went forward and tried to wake the prince. Hey! Dude, wake up. The woman in the woods said to come wake you up and, we'd get together and you're cute and I think I love you. I love you? I love you. Dude, wake up. And not knowing what else to do, Prince Timo leaned over and kissed him. And as Prince Zeke awoke, the sounds of life came flooding back into the castle. The king and queen came running to see who had rescued their son, and they were so grateful to Prince Timo that they held a great celebration lasting for 3 days. And they bought a new plate and invited everyone. As the celebration was coming to a close, Prince Timo and Prince Zeke were married. And with the exception of some stuff with Prince Timo's crazy mother, they lived happily until they died.